Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome to another book or graphic novel review. This is actually a Daredevil collection. The thing is that I think you can tell by the thumbnail that I wasn't thrilled by this collection. Here's the thing. I see volume one and I go like, yes, I got the first one. I'm gonna get like the sequence. And this is pretty much a collection of comics where Frank Miller worked on Daredevil. It's cool if you're a Frank Miller freak, but if you want like a cohesive thread of a story, you might be let down. I like picking up a book and getting a story from A to B or independent short stories. I don't mind that. But the thing is that the selection of here, let me run down the numbers. Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 27 and 28. Then Daredevil 158, 59, 60, 61, 63. So you miss out 62, 64, 65. And still, it's pretty sequential and it feels disjointed. Or like you really have to read other comics to get it. And you see that some of the first ones are written by Roger McKenzie and other people whom I honestly don't know because I'm not a huge comic book fan in that sense that I know that writer, I know that writer. No, I know like the top tier writers. Uh, and I enjoyed the rest. But this was it was an okay collection. Artwork is I can show you a bit. It's pretty standard fare. It's cool. I'm not gonna say otherwise. But it's very classic comics. So if you're looking for like splash pages or something that you go like, oh, this is epic, I at least to me I wasn't blown away by the artwork. This goes back to 1980, so you would actually have to put things into context and not be a jackass and unfair to the medium. But still, there are some cool moments. You can tell when Frank Miller's the one who's writing and not just drawing. But all in all, kind of inconsistent, and I think if I needed an explanation why I'm not a huge Daredevil fan, this collection makes a good case for it. Because I really like Daredevil, I like the concept, I like the character, but sometimes some stories fall a little flat. At least for me. Some people might adore him, power to you, but that's just me. My favorite comics actually aren't even from Marvel or DC. They're actually Jade Man comics, which were from Hong Kong. So it's a different type of mentality that I go into comics with, and I do like the classics, but it's like really throwback. But I was surprised at how many people die in these comics. By excellence, if you see the body count in DC versus Marvel, DC has is more generous with killing people. But in at least in Daredevil, I don't know how many deaths I saw here. Like neck cracking deaths that I was like, whoa, I don't remember that from Marvel comics. So in that sense, well, it's a bit edgier. But still, look at I'm trying to make a case for it, and I'm coming up short. So I'm not gonna make a case for it. If you're a fan of Daredevil, you're gonna like this. If you're a fan of Frank Miller and want to see his trajectory with Daredevil, you're gonna really enjoy this. If you want to see how Daredevil evolves, for comics, there's a difference between being a good writer and being wordy. And some of the earlier ones, it was needlessly wordy, or I don't know. It just felt weird. It's like it's a Daredevil comic, and you use words that I just scratch my head. Like is this the target audience? Is this? And it's just like if it were the entire issue or a character, I would get that. But it's like here and there, it's like, oh, I want to use this big word in this page, and the rest of the comic, like ordinary language or a step down, and then you get these elevated words that just at least knock me out of the rhythm a couple of times. Is it good? It's all right. I don't think it's a must own. I think that in my case, I got this from the library, so it was a really good call to get it from the library. So yeah, review is gonna be on GoodReads. It's 3 stars. meaning that it's good but not great. And since I will now be going to the library, I'm gonna probably adjust how I review things. 3 is, well, it was a good read. 4 is I would either check it out again or I would even buy, and 5 is that I would recommend to someone. 2 is like, well, at least they have decent grammar or something. And 1 is, why the hell is this in any type of reading format? Which is all down to a matter of opinion. So, have you read this? Have you read other things of Daredevil that you think that I would enjoy more than this and the classic throwback? If so, let me know. Until next time, peace, love, and maki rolls.